host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. For the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He finds Coleman. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Coleman. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. These two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, 91, 91. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. Going for Metcalf. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 39.
To DK.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 57. Let's go one more.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Niners' 16-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
Second and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun on third down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Rolling to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
20, taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Makes the score.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
7-yard line.
So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 27, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Robbie Gould.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 33 yards that time. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. There to make the grab. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Kaepernick. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
they tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Check 9. 91.
Finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
51 for Mike. All day, baby, all day. Check 3. He's coming. We got double up. 91.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tevin Coleman. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Jason.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once again, it's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 35, Seahawks 21.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And 6.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Wilson's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed to get.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
14,
DK Metcalf.
Touchdown.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
Makes the score.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Open man is Samuel, complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 45. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
This is caught, and so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. It's Coleman here, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tevin Coleman with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
35.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Mostert. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. A great Monday night to wrap up the weekend football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To throw is Kaepernick. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Kaepernick completes it to the tight end Kittle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Kaepernick to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A gain of 37. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Throwing now is Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the 49ers, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.